life with your host.
In this episode, we dive deep into the topic of fear and how it can hold us back from living our best lives. Join us as we discuss the importance of not allowing fear to control our decisions and how to overcome it. Get ready to break free from the chains of fear and start living life on your own terms. Don't miss out on this empowering episode. Dale.
Welcome to Redesign Your Life podcast, where we are here to help you transform the way you perceive and approach life with your host, Lion Flood. In a world filled with overthinkers and procrastinators, we are here to serve up the unfiltered truth about how you can break free from the norm, expand your horizons, and begin the journey to redesign your life. It's high time you start living life to the fullest and live while you are alive.
Hey, you, how are you doing? I'm back again. And I wanted to talk to you this week about something that we all deal with and, well, something that we have to work to get over. Fear. Let's get right into it. What is it? Fear. There's so many different, I've heard acronyms and what means all this. But I'm going to talk to you about not allowing it to control your life. So we just got back from our cruise and now I'm redoing things and I'm trying to figure things out and I feel lost. I got back and I've had the out of the office emails and like close to 500 different emails. And, so catching up to some of those things, catching back up to the groove and seeing how things are doing. And then I started talking to some people so I'm going into a different process of launching a course, right? I'm creating a course that's teaching people how to prepare to be on camera, to teach and to learn and coaching and so forth. And I was talking to associates and friends, and one of the first things that would come out of their mouths is, "Oh, I would never do that. Oh, I could never do that. Oh, aren't you scared? What if? What?" And I was like, wow. Society has conditioned us so much to be afraid of exploring and trying something new. We are so okay with being in our spot that we think that's where we belong. And we don't venture out. Nothing venture, nothing gain, as they say, right? And I noticed that people will complain about being in a spot that they're in, but they won't do anything to work to get out of it because they're afraid. People are afraid to take vacations. I was talking about that, I think, on the last episode of how they, would lose their job. But then I'm like, they're afraid to even take a chance because they're so comfortable where they're at that if they feel if they move on to try something, then they can't get back into the rhythm, I guess. And I felt a little bit, not fear, but getting back into the rhythm because I was so used to doing things systematically, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. And then all of a sudden we went on a cruise and then we going and I was just relaxing and I was like, what is work? What is what? I don't know. So then my question to you is, what are you willing to do? What are you willing to give up to get that goal that you want? If you want that new position, if you want that new job, if you want that new career, that new spouse, that new car, whatever, what are you willing to do? What are you willing to give up to get it? Do not let fear hold you back. It's okay to be afraid. Like Miyagi, when he told Daniel-san after he got kicked, he said, must not, Daniel-san, okay to lose, but must not to fear. I hope I got it close. You guys, let me know if I didn't. But, right, he told him, it's okay to lose, but don't let fear be the reason why you don't at least go after it. I'm telling you, take a few moments, sit down, really think about what you are willing to do to redesign your life. And while you're in that process of redesigning your life, let me throw a shout out to my sponsors here, Pier 1. Start to redesign your home as well with Pier 1. Make sure you go check out the discounts that we have on our website, lionfly.com/Pier 1. Start the process of redesigning your life and your home. Thank you so much, Pier 1. But as I was saying, though, we are in that point where you cannot let fear tell you that you can't redesign your life. You cannot let fear say that, you know what, I want to move, but I don't know what the neighborhood would be like. I've lived in this city so long. What happens if I move and I don't like it? Well, you don't like where you're at now. You're continuously complaining about it, but you're comfortable. You have to get out of that comfort spot, they say, right? You have to get out of that position where you're sitting there, you're thinking to yourself, I'm going to be here for the next 40 something odd years. Is this what I'm going to be dealing with? Yes. If you don't get out of it and change it, absolutely, that's what you're going to be dealing with. And then you know what else you start to do? You start to show that your downline, your kids, you start to show them that it's okay to be in that same kind of position. And then they pass it along to their kids and your grandkids and everyone else. It's okay to be in the same position that you don't want to be. Please don't get it wrong. If you are okay being there and you're happy, then there's nothing wrong with that. There are some people who are content, and that's absolutely fine. For an example, myself, I don't want to be wealthy. I don't want to be, all of that. I want to be well off. I want to be to the point where my family's comfortable and we're good and all that. I'm okay with it. And there's nothing wrong with you being okay to be in a position that you're in, if that's what you choose. But if you're someone who's sitting there saying, I want more, I want different, then you got to go and get it. You got to say to yourself, I'm ready. Let me go and rock this. And I need help. That's one of the keys. You are not going to do it by yourself. Don't think you are. There's not one person here in this world who has made success by themselves. They put themselves in positions to hire people who are smarter than them, who are better at different strategic planning than they are. And that's what you need to do. You need to find a coach. If you're looking for a life coach, you're looking for someone to help you in a relationship, find a relationship coach, intimacy, find a sex coach, whatever. Find someone who knows patterns in different ways to help you get to where you want to go. I give you permission. If that's all you needed, you got it. You got permission. I give it to you. It is okay to say, I want more. Forget this thing and when people say, you should be humble. No, you should be hungry. You should want to get out of the place that you are at if you do not want to be there. As I said, if you're okay being there, there's nothing wrong with that. But if you're someone who's listening to this and you can hear my voice, or you got up in the nighttime and say, I got to do something different, maybe go back to school, maybe learn a trade, because that's one big thing that I tell my kids all the time and I harp on. College is not the answer for everyone. We are one of the only countries who do not put an emphasis on trade schools. One of the major companies, right? Major countries, excuse me. First world. You go to some other countries and their kids, you say, where are you going? They go, I'm going to trade school. I'm learning to become a carpenter, a plumber, an engineer. And it's celebrated. Whereas here, if someone says that, then it's like, what? You're going to junior college? What's wrong with you? Why do we put so much pressure on someone? So what? Get rid of that societal thinking that you can't learn a trade. There are plumbers and carpenters who make great livings. They join a union or they do something and they make a lot of great money and living, that their families are good. You decide your success path, right? Success. Don't let someone tell you that you need a certain amount of money to be successful. Because there's tons of people who have that financial stability and yet still their lives are miserable. They need to be fulfilled with women or men around them or parties or whatever, someone to puff them up. And that's, you know what? Okay. But you define your success. You decide where you're going to be at. I'm about to bring this to a close here. And I want to kind of get you to wrap your mind around this here. And I'm going to give you an analogy. And when I do this, I want you to really take a moment and think about it, right? Let's say you have your favorite food, whatever type it is. It could be, pasta, Italian, Chinese, whatever. You have a plate of food that's in front of you, okay? With that plate of food, you've got, let's say, 4 or 5 people that are sitting at the table, and you don't know them. Not they've been invited by someone else, and everyone else is outside in the back, and you guys are just sitting there, and your food is at the table. And someone that you don't know blows on your food. Nothing disgusting. They just blow on it. There's no particular reason. They just do. And I ask you this question. Take your time and think about it. You don't have to answer it right now. What do? Do you continue eating that food, or you throw it away, or you say, hey, why'd you do that? Now, I'm about to give you the answer. So if you don't hear the answer, pause it for a second, turn the radio down, turn the volume down, and then turn it back up. Most people, 98% of people, I would say, would throw the food away or would not eat it. They would ask the person, why'd you do that? And they won't eat it. Now, did you turn the radio back up? Did you turn the volume back up? Okay, the answer was just given. Make sure you rewind it and you can hear it, okay? So now here's the second part of the question here. Let's say that same scenario, you're at the table, same people, same person that blew on the food, except this time it's a birthday cake. What do? Do you eat it or throw it away? You know the answer is you will eat it. As long as you're not too diabetic, then you're going to eat it, right? But you're going to eat that cake because society told you that it's okay to do that if someone else blows on it, but don't do it to your food if they blow on your food, right? Do you see what I'm saying about the way that we're trained to think? Break out of it. Get outside of that box. Think outside the box. And then when you break it down, it's still the same germs, and it's nasty about a birthday cake. Someone's blowing on it. There's spit, all of the germs from the candles. Oh, don't get me started. But you have the ability to change. Start the process now. I can't wait for us to get on this road. If you've got a question, if you got a comment, if you've got a story that you'd like to share, send it to me on our website. We have a place where you can either write me, lion@lionflood.com, or you can even leave a voicemail sort of at lionflood/speaker. It's going to be on the web, on the show notes. You'll see it, right? You can leave an anonymous voicemail. We've been enjoying the messages that we've been getting. We want to ask you to keep working to redesigning your life. I'm going to ask you to keep living while you are alive. And if you're looking to get into doing some video content, I have a 3-day challenge that's coming up at the end of November, the 28th through the 30th, in which we're going to be working with people to show them how to structure their content to be on camera. Make sure you tap into that. Right? We have a private group where we're going to be having all of the challenges as 3 days. It's a safe place for you to be a little bit dangerous. Okay. So check all of the show notes for all of the links. Join our Redesign Your Life group, right? Positive people in a positive place working towards one positive goal. I like that. I think I'm going to make that a slogan. Positive people, positive place towards a positive goal. I'm going to figure it out. But thank you all. Take the time. Keep pushing. Keep living while you are alive.
As always, if you enjoyed this episode and want to hear more, subscribe and leave a review, and check out our website for more information at lionflood.com. That's LIONFLUDD.com.
In conclusion, fear is something that we all have to face and overcome in order to live our best lives. It is okay to be afraid, but we must not let fear control us. We have to be willing to take risk and step out of our comfort zones in order to achieve our goals and create the life we desire. I want to invite you to join me on a journey of self-discovery and growth. Coming up at the end of November From the 28th to the 30th, I will be hosting a 3-day challenge on structuring content for video creators. This challenge will help you gain the confidence and skills to be on camera and share your message with the world. I encourage you to tap into this opportunity and join our private group where we will be supporting each other and pushing ourselves to be just a little bit dangerous. Together, we can overcome our fears and create a positive and fulfilling life. Thank you for listening and being a part of the Redesign Your Life community. I want you to keep pushing, keep living, keep striving while you're living your life alive. And I look forward to seeing you in the challenge.
Thank you for tuning in to another captivating episode of Redesign Your Life. We hope today's insights have sparked a fire within you to reimagine the possibilities that await as you embark on your own journey of growth and transformation. Remember that sharing is caring. If our discussions have resonated with you, if you've gained a fresh perspective or a nugget of wisdom, we invite you to spread the inspiration. So hit that subscribe button, leave a review, make sure to tell your friends, family, and colleagues, and keep those conversations flowing. Together, we're crafting a movement of positive change and limitless potential. Join us for the next episode of Redesign Your Life, and let's continue shaping a brighter, more empowered future. One story, one idea, and one transformation at a time.